Magnus sights. Magnus sights on my gaming channel. I'm finally I'm finally catching up with a lot of stuff, man. Flying around, shooting movies, and man. How's that for the haters? You'll never make it in movies. Yeah, anyway. So I've been in movies, commercials, everything. I'm just gonna keep on going up. But Magnus Ice, Marvel Avengers July War Table full presentation. And by the way, I'm reacting to Transformers War for Cybertron full episodes on my Patreon, so get over there. Let's get this. Come on, nigga!
In times like this, when it all seems hopeless, that's when we've got to stand strong. You struggle against the unstoppable tide of progress, Avengers. I will rid the earth of superpowers. It has to end with me.
And you just watched Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics Avengers War Table stream.
We actually got a lot of gameplay. We got a lot more information than anyone was ever expecting.
MODOK was announced as the villain.
Aim help you.
What?
That's 100% MODOK! Oh, it's MODOK!
But I also like that they are taking it a step beyond the MCU movies where it's like, hey, here's MODOK, here's AIM. And that's exciting to me that we're not just fighting Ultron again.
Dude, this is crazy. So each mission is going to be based on that certain Avenger.
There is a lot to this game. Customization, skills.
The many customization options, play how you want to with each character.
I like the idea of Black Widow will handle differently than someone else's Black Widow.
You need a robust customization system, and I do think that is what this game is going for.
I'm in. Like, this looks awesome. I want to play this. I want to get into this.
The thing that seemed the coolest about this across
Hey!
the breadth of modes you could get into.
I didn't know we were getting so much from this live.
Shout out to the real rejects.
Online co-op, it's going down.
What speaks to me is the amount of characters in this, the amount of like references and hidden things, costumes.
There's too much. I can't even process all this right now.
I'm in. I'm in.
Hulkbuster.
Welcome to the July Marvel's Avengers War Table. First off, a huge thank you to everyone who joined our first Marvel's Avengers War Table last month. And extra thanks as well for telling us what you like and what you want to see in future shows. We are reading your posts and comments, so please keep them coming. Since then, what we've heard from you most, other than where's Hawkeye, is when's the beta? We'll start with breaking down everything you need to know about the beta. Then, we'll share a glimpse at how our game will expand after launch, starting with our first post-launch hero, and we'll have a few surprises along the way. This is Beta.
Her power is so fucking great. To me. You like it, great. You just look like Killer Croc.
The beta opens with the entire Golden Gate Bridge demo, dropping players into the middle of the chain of events that led to the A-Day disaster. This is 25 minutes of gameplay and a great introduction to how each hero plays and how combat and traversal
Oh yeah, some of you are like, those people
we built the Golden Gate Bridge sequence to be this roller coaster
wanted them to
ride
look
of
like the movie
experience
characters.
with huge set
That's what's
pieces,
familiar. They know it's not
combat and
connected to the
traversal,
movies, but
and a
Still.
Taskmaster boss battle.
They could get
It's
their
also a chance to try out many of each
likeness. That
of
would
the
have been
special
cool.
combos,
Been more money, but it'd been cool.
heroics, and specific moves.
Especially their voices and their likeness. That would have been
From
real
there,
cool.
the beta starts to open up just like the full game does, giving you new single-player hero missions and eventually single-player or co-op war zones to discover. As Kamala and Hulk, you'll travel to the dense forests of the American Pacific Northwest on the trail of the Olympia Archive, the last known location of Jarvis. This is another example of a hero mission showcasing Hulk's destructive capabilities. Later, you'll take the Quinjet to a remote war zone in the frozen Russian tundra called Missing Links to uncover shield secrets hidden deep underground. We chose these missions for the beta because they feature a diverse mix of locales,
This bothers me,
from
'cause
wide
I'm not
open spaces
excited.
for you to bound through and explore, to underground aim complexes bristling with high-tech security and some, let's just say, smashable interiors.
That's cool. That's cool
You
right
can
there.
expect heavy resistance, whichever beta missions you play, including a showdown with Abomination.
What you got there?
Oh, that's it.
You should test everything.
Killer Croc!
It was really important for us to create a beta with a variety of experiences that show off the epic scale of the game.
He looks so
So
much
these
like
missions
Killer
give you a
Croc.
look into the world of our story and our characters, which sees a young Kamala Khan stepping up against AIM to reassemble Earth's mightiest heroes when the world needs them the most.
Looking sharp, guy.
And no, I don't look.
Combined,
I don't
the
mind
golden
Mr.
age
Fantastic's
sequence and
character
hero story missions
as a
make
person.
for an already good-sized beta.
I don't like his
But
powers.
because
They're
Marvel's
corny
Avengers
to me.
is all about the team.
People are like, oh, like Mr.
we need to be
Fantastic.
even more than that.
I don't have a problem with
Once
him.
you
I just
complete
don't
the
like
single-player story
his
content,
powers.
you'll have 4 different heroes to choose from to play in some great war zones and harm rooms that we've handpicked for the beta. They are
I can
Iron
stretch. I don't know.
Kamala
It's
Khan,
just.
Black Widow, and Hulk.
I know it can come in handy. I understand that. It's just because
And
it's
that
handy
means
doesn't
you
mean
don't have to
it's
pick just one. You can
cool
play
to
them
me.
all. As you progress through the beta, you are given access to the Helicarrier, Jarvis, and the War Table, where you can play 4-player co-op in 3 different types of missions: harm rooms, war zones, and drop zones. Let's start with harm rooms. Our holographic augmented reality machine rooms, or harm rooms for short, are virtual training simulators where heroes can take on waves of increasingly difficult enemies either solo, with a team of companion AI, or with up to 4 live players. You begin in the Harm Room training mission, which runs you through the paces of learning to control a hero. From there, you unlock 3 Harm Challenge rooms to test your teamwork. Bring your best hero build to see if you have what it takes to complete all 3. Harm Challenge rooms are a great place to hone your combat skills both individually and as a team. While anyone can play the game, you'll need to focus and work together to make it into the most elite spaces. How many can you and your team complete? You can track your progress, and once you finish, you earn a nameplate that carries over to the full retail version of the game, showing that you not only played in the beta, you excel. Once you reach this point in the beta and have an operational war table, you can also go online and tackle a series of war zone and drop zone missions. We talked a lot about co-op and war zones in the first Marvel's Avengers War Table. But to recap, war zones are missions you can play with up to 4 heroes you've unlocked as companion AI with 3 other players, or a mix of both. There are 5 beta war zones to play and a wide variety of AIM enemies to take down, including a range of human and robotic foes. The first thing you notice is how each hero's traversal is true to the hero. Flyers like Iron Man approach from the air with Hulk picking up momentum as he bounds forward.
Okay.
Kamala and Black Widow may be on foot, but they both have unique traversal abilities to grapple and swing, throwing themselves in the air, and even chaining together swings to increase speed and cover greater distances. You'll always have the objective in your upper left heads-up display, but that's just telling you half the information. Trigger tactical awareness to see everything that's available to do in a mission. For instance, that right there is what we call a POI, or point of interest.
Bother me.
This POI nearby is a bunker.
I am not
Bunkers
amped for
usually
this.
have small environmental puzzles that unlock a door once they're solved, and there are usually goodies inside like
Doing that
gear,
for me, man.
resources, and also collectible
Pissing
comics.
me off because I love the Avengers, man.
Missions on the war table can take as short as 10 minutes and as long as 2 hours. Drop zones are among the smaller, more focused versions of war zones, and they almost always have a single objective. The beta drop zones are designed to let you and your team drop in for a single hit-and-run encounter, and in the full game, they're great for earning gear or leveling heroes. Whether you play with friends or with your companion AI team, you get in, you get out, and you're done.
Nice work.
We built the beta to let you sample many of the different types of gameplay and systems that you'll find in a full game. The beta includes missions built for different players and power levels. And as you build your heroes, you will find that you can take on increasingly ambitious missions. Progression is one of the main systems in the full game, and the beta delivers.
I don't like Iron Man's
learning
face in
experience
this.
and leveling up your
Like his
Avengers.
face plate. I don't like the shape. I don't like the way it
You'll have
looks.
access to one of 3 starting skill pages for each hero. The others open up when the game launches. As you earn experience, you level up, and each level grants you a skill point. You spend these to unlock skills and shape what each of your Avengers can do. In our first Marvel's Avengers War Table, we talked about heroics and ultimates.
I do get this. I will never use Kamala Khan unless I
The
have to.
Hulkbuster is Iron Man's ultimate, and you can use it in the beta. Right off the bat, you'll see it as a powerhouse of, well, power. Hulkbuster comes equipped with rocket-propelled melee attack combos and overpowering dash attacks that can literally sweep enemies off the battlefield. You can access Hulkbuster's rocket-propelled punches, rocket-propelled gauntlet cannon, including an extra powerful repulsor blast and leap and slam attack, and the ability to sustain tons of damage. There are also some alternate deployment methods. I'll leave that to you to discover in the beta.
Looks like a giant beetle like that, the way his
And
head
as you
looks.
level up, you'll have access to
His face
better gear
looks.
with more powerful perks. And that is just in the beta. In the full game, you have 3 skill pages and extensive gear to dial in your perfect playstyle and build out your Avengers roster to play your way. Speaking of your roster, during our first Marvel's Avengers War Table, we mentioned that playing with your companion AI was a great alternative if you prefer your superhero game solo. But there's a very good reason why we like them so much. These are your heroes playing alongside you on your
Like Hulk
team
was dancing
that
for a
you
second.
unlocked, and you are leveling. So let's say you start the mission as the Hulk. The game then adds your Iron Man, your Black Widow, your Kamala to your party. The heroes in your party are using the skills that you've unlocked and the gear that you've equipped, which you can then mix and match to create a tailor-made party composition that plays the way that you want to play. This is a great way for a solo player to play as a team, in the full game and in the beta. Team composition matters in Marvel's Avengers. Building out a team with pure or hybrid melee and ranged builds allows you to do a lot more with what you have.
I got a bad feeling if I buy this game, I'm not gonna like it.
This was a quick overview of the beta. It is a big
If the
experience
beta
with more than 20
is
combined
free
co-op and single player
without having
missions,
to pre-purchase
and
it,
4 heroes with a small taste of the
Then we'll find
customizations,
out when I play.
outfits and upgrades, and even some secrets you'll have to discover by yourself. From the very start, we planned Marvel's Avengers as an experience that grows with you as you play. The heart and soul of that is each Avenger, and as fans ourselves, we've handpicked some of our and your favorite heroes to join the team after launch. Heroes
I
like
know that right
this.
there.
To any surviving Avengers, should we lose the fight ahead of us? Should everything be lost, then know this.
There he is. There's Hawkeye.
Clint. Well, I guess that explains the shock arrow.
There he is.
That was Sea of Emotions.
There he is. Alright.
You asked for him, and we're thrilled to bring him to you. When we started working on Hawkeye, the first thing we did was find the best comics and pull ideas that would fit into our post-Ada universe. One of our favorite runs is writer Matt Fraction and artist David Aja's My Life as a Weapon, and we've taken some exciting ideas from it. So much so that Hawkeye has his own in-depth story mission chain, and it is unique from the main campaign because it can be played in co-op or solo, whichever you prefer. Hawkeye is your first look at how the expanding world of Marvel's Avengers continues to grow after launch. The Reassemble campaign is the story of Kamala reuniting the Avengers against the current AIM threat. On top of that, you get 6 heroes with the game at launch, each with skills to upgrade, gear, and outfits to earn and unlock.
They should have chose Spider-Man to do this.
Ever-present Avengers
To
Initiative.
reconnect
This is where
the
you extend
Avengers.
the experience as the Avengers.
Why would they
protect
pick
Earth
her?
from all threats and incursions.
I don't care if she's even associated with him in the comic books, but why would you pick her?
And where new heroes, new missions, new regions are all.
You know how much more popular this game would be if they picked Spider-Man?
AI heroes or online with other players. August is Marvel's Avengers Beta Month. We are ready and eager to play alongside you throughout August in the lead up to launch on September 4th. As you play, you generate tons of feedback for us to improve the tuning and playability, and we learn more about what else we can do as we grow this game's world to be the superhero fantasy you dreamed of living. That's why we can't wait for you to get started and play what we've been playing. When you get your hands on the beta yourselves, dive into the story, jump online and play with friends, all starting on August 7th through 9th on PlayStation 4 and PC and Xbox starting August 14th. The beta is meaty, but it's only a small part of the finished game. Enjoy a full-length campaign, more than 80 war zones, more than 50 enemy types, new configurations of harm rooms and challenges updated regularly, and even more later game mission types that we haven't even revealed yet, such as hives and boss layers. The longer that you play the game, the more it grows and evolves as we add new characters like Hawkeye and new story content and regions, all at no additional cost. Oh, and one more thing. We're also excited to reveal that we're working with Epic Games and the Fortnite team. So when you finish the Marvel's Avengers beta, you will earn the Hulk Smasher's pickaxe with bonus Hulkbuster style in Fortnite. For more details, visit Fortnite.com. Thank you for joining us for another Marvel's
You're
Avengers
welcome.
War Table. We'll be back with more news and probably some more surprises before then. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the beta.
Sorry, folks, didn't do nothing for me, man. Didn't do a damn thing for me. A couple of cool shots, but nah. Alright, y'all, let me know what you think, though. If you enjoyed my video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share.